What is good, my fellow gamers, and happy Halloween? It is Halloween time. So, in the interest of Halloween, I think I want to get a little personal. I want to get just a tiny bit personal, stick my little toes into the personal pool, and I kind of want to talk about my social life. That's why I'm going there. I'm talking about my social life. And I'll tell you guys right now, my social life does not exist. I don't have a social life. Not, I do have one, but not as big as people think they are. So, let's get a little. Let's go into here. So, I'm someone who is actually an introvert. I stay in my room basically all day, and the only time I actually go out and do crap is one, going bowling, or two, going to school. Other than that, I'm an actual house goblin that just stays in here all the time doing but knows nothing. And when it comes to living like that for about 16 years, it can actually affect you as a person. And my social interactions with people is just but nothing. I'm probably the most shyest person out there. I also am very scared of interacting with people, and it's honestly crazy to me. So, if you were to see me at school, I literally don't talk to anything. I don't talk to anybody unless I know you very well, and if I ever talk to you at all, just know that you have a very special place in my heart because me actually going up to you and starting a conversation, I only do that if I know you very, very well. So, I don't know, you're special, I guess. But other than that, I don't have a good social life. I am scared. I can say that I am antisocial. And when I say I am antisocial, I am not talking about the anti-socialism. I don't even know what that means. I know it's a government type of thing, like a little belief, but I don't even know what that means. So I'm not talking about that. When I say I am antisocial, I am antisocial. I am not social. I don't socialize. I don't go outside, freaking extrovert, going to the mall with friends, with the little girly pops and the little boy pops. I don't do that. I stay here wanting in my room, playing video games all day, doing but knows nothing and not making a good living. Now, I do have a good school life. Like I take school seriously. I am someone who is very smart. I love doing math. I absolutely love doing math. So I have a whiteboard. I do math on that whiteboard basically for fun because I find it interesting. And I am also not a reader because I find reading absolutely boring. If I ever set my face into a book right now, I'll fall asleep right on the spot like I'm a freaking, oh wow, brain fart. Like I'm narcoleptic. So that thing just so boring. I just can't do it. Because why read a book when you have cool things that tell better stories like, audiobooks or movies or TV shows or games. So why read a book? It's better to just like watch it. And that's just my opinion. I made a whole video talking about that. But let's get back to my social life. I am scared. I am incredibly shy. It is not even funny. I don't talk at all. I don't talk, and when I'm talking about like I in public right now, I can't interact with people that good. Whenever I actually go up to someone, like let's say if I'm, I want to buy something, and I go up to a person, I freak out on the spot. My heart is beating fast because I don't know what is gonna happen, and it scares me, and it's crazy. Now I know there are factors contributing to this, but I'll get to that later. But that happens. Now let's go to school. I don't talk to school. I don't really talk to school. Like when a teacher asks us a question, literally I can count. I think when teachers ask a question, 90 85% of the time I know what the answer is. But I don't raise my hand to talk to the teacher because I don't like talking in front of the class. I am also a freaking guy who does not like talking in front of the class. In seventh grade, there was this one time where I had to present a PowerPoint in one of my science classes. It was something about I don't remember. I think something about like the whooping cough, and I had to present it. So I was there waiting anxiously, freaking heart beating out of my chest, waiting for the time that my teacher says, "Okay, Isaiah, it is your turn." So what did I do? Well, normal people would actually just say, "Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing?" And you just talk about like what you're talking about. But what I did is that I actually cried. I, I cried on the spot. Like when it was my turn and he said Isaiah presented, I'm like, I just burst into tears crying because social anxiety caught up with me and I don't want to diagnose myself with social anxiety, but I guess I'm very close to it. Um, and I think one of the factors of it, I guess I can get into the factors because that's just what I am. It's just crazy. Well, when it comes to social interactions, I suck at it. I can't do it. And honestly, that is not a good look on any sort of resume on a job because you don't want that. So I'm honestly working on that, but it has been like that ever since I was in first grade. Now, first grade, actual 6 year old self. Whenever I had a problem, uh, I would always, uh, shoot, I'm trying to find a way to face this. If I have a problem, normal people will go up to a teacher and say, "Hey, teacher," in their little 6 year old self, "Hey, teacher, I have this," and you you have a one on one talk with the teacher. When I was in first grade, and I had a problem, I avoided talking to the teacher, and it's crazy that that happens because I'm scared of talking to a teacher, of talking to someone. And what my dad would do is that he would call the teacher, and whenever I walk into class, the teacher will like, "Hey man, come over here." So you have a problem because I can't start a conversation with that teacher. When it comes to socializing with someone, I wait until someone actually talks to me. I don't care who else talks to me. If you come up to me and you talk to me first, I will respond back. It's not like if you talk to me, I'll be like, just freaking run away like I'm some sort of freaking degenerate asshole. But what I'll do is that if you start a conversation with me right now, I would, convert, and then we can, talk about ideas and all that. So it's that. My biggest problem is starting a conversation with someone. So you can make a lot of hypotheses with that. Well, if there are things that involve starting a conversation with someone, most likely I don't have like a relationship. I am single. I have been single for 16 years, and that's a big problem. Uh, I don't also see it as a big problem because I'm someone who doesn't really need a relationship. It's just like a side job thing. But I like to focus more on this. If someone does, come up to me out of the blue saying, "Hey, man, boyfriend," and I'm like, "Okay," and that's cool. But I'm not really interested in doing that, which is why I'm still like this 16 years old. So let's just get into maybe the factors. So like what's my problem? I can't really talk to anybody in private, like an adult or like a teacher or something like that, or just like anybody in general, unless you were very dear to me. Presenting things in front of the class or like anything that involves me being the center of attention, I can't do that. Or like just actual basic social conversations, I can't do it because one, introverted, I guess, because both my parents used like always worked, so I'm always stuck at home doing absolutely nothing. So it like forces me to stay home a lot, which it involves me just be by myself a lot. So, um, I depend a lot on my parents to take me, back and forth. Now it's not like I didn't go anywhere at all. Like I always go somewhere. Like even to today, I do a lot of things, that involves me not being inside this, house all the time. Well, I go bowling, I go to school because I'm supposed to, or I hang out with some people, hang out with family friends, hang out with some friends, uh, sometimes. But it does happen. But that's my concern. So let's get into factors. One, maybe because I'm a nerd. Like I don't know. Uh, Two, maybe because of gaming. I'm a big gamer. I love gaming, so that forces me to stay inside the room. Also bowling, but bowling, you know, I think bowling is like one of the big things where I do something outside of this house and do it for fun. Now let's get into some of the factors. I guess. Well, one, that teacher thing probably started it. Well, like in first grade, I couldn't talk to my first grade teacher. Starting a conversation with her. That's also a pretty good factor because that happened at a very young age. Two, I want to say it's because of my voice. I think the way my voice sounds is just ugly. It's bad. It sucks. I know. You probably clicked on this video because of my voice, and my voice is annoying to listen to. I get that. That is probably one of the other reasons why I don't like, you know, talking, I guess, because I have that insecurity of my voice, because my biggest insecurity about myself is the way I sound, and the way I do like little syntaxes of words, and like the syntax of my sentences are just very bad, which is why I do commentary videos to practice, my um, my speech and all that, because I have a speech impediment. I have a lips. I can't talk that good. I also talk very fast. Now, that's just who I am. I talk fast. I have a lips. I have a speech impediment. It's normal, and that's also another factor of like why I can't talk to someone in front, because I'm scared of that happening. And if I like stutter a lot, they'll look at me weird, and boom, I'm humiliated. They think I'm a weird guy, and then I'm just sad for the rest of the time. So me having a speech impediment is one of the reasons why I can't socialize that good. I'm pretty sure there are so many other reasons why I can't socialize. Maybe because I don't practice a lot. Like when the teacher, like when a teacher asks like when a teacher asks a question, maybe I don't really answer that much. Like, for example, today history class, teacher asked a lot of questions. I knew most of the questions, but I didn't want to answer because 11 minutes into the video, I'm pretty sure you can understand why. Or math class. Well, math class is kind of different. Actually, that's a very long video to explain to you, but same with math class. Not someone who talks. Reading classes. I suck at reading, so I don't answer because I don't know what the heck is going on in that class. But when it comes to certain interactions with things, I'm not that good at. So there are many factors to it, and one more thing to get it out of the room. So Isaiah, if you are someone who is very, if you are someone who can't talk to people, how can you talk to a camera? Well, that's different. I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to a camera, and the only thing I'm talking to is this camera and me looking at myself, and I'm fine with looking at myself, but not at the same time because I don't like selfies. Selfies are kind of stupid for me. So if I don't see anybody if I don't see anything, I can talk. I'm basically talking to myself. Just like what an introvert would do, is spitting out his ideas. So I'm just basically just talking to a video monitoring system and looking at a video of myself doing whatever the heck I'm doing in this video. So that it kind of explains it. So, yeah, being, I guess, antisocial is not good. And look, it's not like I'm saying this just to say it. I'm saying this because there are so many things I'm doing to help myself be more social. One, doing a YouTube channel where I can start talking and making sure I can talk right, and because this channel helps me with my speech. It does help me a lot, and that's like one of the big reasons why I started a channel, was so I can help with my speech. Two, maybe I can help, maybe I can just talk to people, maybe go up to someone, hit a good old like your Arthur Morgan spamming the what's that button called? The what the I'm having brain thoughts. The except like the so I can have high on a thing. I forgot I had brain thought. And if I do that more, maybe it can help with my speeches. Maybe answer more questions in class. Maybe go up to someone. Maybe go buy something at a store by myself. Give me the money and I'll buy it and talk to anybody who needs assistance. Talk on the phone more because I can't even talk on the phone. I always text. So there are so many things I need to practice, and I am trying my absolute hardest to do it, while also trying to, maintain like what I like to do, like gaming, bowling, keeping thoughts to myself and just, making a video. And that's what I'm trying to do. So, yeah. I think that's all I have to say. So, don't be antisocial like me. Again, I'm trying my absolute hardest to practice doing this. But at the same time, it is harder what it is. It's sad, kind of sad. Now, I'm not diagnosing myself with social anxiety. I'm not doing that. It's just something I have to develop because I never really had practice doing this, and I don't know why this happens. It's crazy. It's sad. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching.